Hello everyone. Today we're going to dive into a fascinating story about something you probably use every day: rubber gloves. Have you ever wondered how these thin, flexible barriers protect us from harmful bacteria and chemicals? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a journey through time and across the globe to uncover the incredible story of rubber gloves. Our tale begins in the Stone Age, believe it or not, when our Neanderthal ancestors first created a type of glue from animal parts. Who would have thought that thousands of years later, we'd still be using similar materials to produce modern rubber gloves? Fascinating, isn't it? But let's fast forward to more recent history. In 1890, a surgeon named William Halsted had a breakthrough idea. He asked the Goodyear Company, yes, the famous tire manufacturer, to create a pair of thin, flexible rubber gloves. Why, you ask? To protect the hands of Nurse Caroline Hampton, who later became his wife, from harsh chemicals in the operating room. Can you imagine that a simple act of love led to one of the most important inventions in medical history? From that point on, rubber gloves became an essential part of surgical procedures, helping to reduce the risk of bacterial infections and improve surgical outcomes. But that was just the beginning. Rubber gloves quickly spread to other fields, from industry to food service. Did you know that the average American uses about 18.2 kg 40 pounds of glue each year? And a significant portion of that comes from rubber gloves. This shows just how important rubber gloves have become in our daily lives. But how do we produce billions of rubber gloves each year? Let's dive into the production process. The process starts with collecting raw materials. Collagen, a protein found in animal connective tissues and bones, is the primary ingredient. Factories collect animal hides, bones, and tendons from farms, slaughterhouses, and meat processing companies. Can you guess why the dairy company Borden became the world's largest glue manufacturer? After collecting the raw materials, they're cleaned and soaked in water to soften them. Next, they're treated with lime to swell and break them down into collagen. This process is called neutralization and was discovered by chemists in the 19th century. The next step is cooking the material at high temperatures, around 70 deg Z 160 deg, to convert the collagen into gelatin or glue. This is the most critical step in the production process. If the temperature or cooking time is off, the quality of the glue will be ruined. After cooking, the glue liquid is extracted and thickened. When cooled, it resembles a jelly-like substance. However, it still contains many impurities that need to be removed. This can be done either chemically or mechanically. Finally, the glue is poured into hand-shaped molds and dried. And voila! We have rubber gloves ready for use. Can you imagine the scale of this industry? It's estimated that the global rubber glove manufacturing industry produces about 330 billion gloves each year. That's a staggering number, isn't it? And here's an interesting fact: Malaysia, a small Southeast Asian country, accounts for 65 to 68% of global rubber glove production. They produce over 200 billion gloves annually. Why is that? It's thanks to favorable climate conditions for rubber trees and significant investment in modern production technology. But Malaysia isn't the only player in this game. Thailand, its neighboring country, is the world's largest producer of natural rubber. They export over 80% of their rubber glove production. with an export value of more than $2 billion per year. Can you guess what happened to this industry during the COVID-19 pandemic? The demand for rubber gloves skyrocketed, increasing by more than 20 to 30% annually. This led many manufacturers to expand their production capacity and invest in new technologies. But the story doesn't end there. The future of the rubber glove industry looks promising. The global rubber glove market is predicted to reach a value of about $70 billion by 2027, up from about $37 billion in 2020. That's an impressive growth, don't you think? However, with this rapid growth comes challenges. One of the biggest is environmental concerns. How do we produce billions of gloves without harming the environment? This is a question many manufacturers are trying to solve. An emerging trend is the development of gloves made from recycled materials or biodegradable substances. This not only helps reduce environmental impact but also meets the growing demand for sustainable products. Can you imagine what rubber gloves might look like in the future? They might be made from new materials, have self-cleaning capabilities, or even be smart, able to detect harmful bacteria or chemicals. The story of rubber gloves isn't just about a simple product. It's a story of innovation, of how a simple idea can change an entire industry, and how we continuously adapt and evolve to meet the needs of a changing world. So, the next time you put on a pair of rubber gloves, take a moment to think about its long journey from rubber tree to your hands and all the people and technology that made it possible. What do you think about this story? Did you ever imagine that something as simple as rubber gloves could have such a rich history and promising future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, the next time you wear rubber gloves, you're part of a bigger story, a story of innovation, progress, and protection. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the world of rubber gloves. See you in the next video.